The Wish Crystal. We asked the question to Kabam. They had this to say in response. More on that in a minute. Summoner Showdown Week 1 delayed yet again. Buff champions cause a stir from the contest. Spiderman 2099 is 100% confirmed. There's proof as to why. And RichTheMan is a liar, as called out on the forums. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Monday. Hope you're doing well. Now we have got the most spiciest of starts to the week with this coverage, all this news and information, so make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, post notifications on all. As we normally do, we're going to give a thank you, and thank you so much to everybody that supports the channel as a YouTube member and as well as a Patreon. You're on screen now. Thank you for continuing that love and support. Also, there's support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. That's where we do a lot of my live streaming. I should be back live streaming today after taking a little bit of a break just to get some headspace. So for those that give the Prime Gaming each month, which if you don't know, if you've got Amazon Prime, you can give a free Twitch sub, so please do that. And also those that give gifted subs, bits and donations, thank you very much for keeping the channel going. We kick off with a reminder. So if you want to listen to something for about an hour that's got a nice little ring to it, that covers MCU stuff, that covers Marvel Contest of Champions stuff, and also Marvel Future Revolution, you've got a nice shmush of a show called the Contest Round Podcast, which you can find in the link in the description down below, hosted by myself and Dan of Frontline MCOC. Make sure to watch it, make sure to listen to it, because we've got a YouTube version, and as well we have got a lovely in your ears version. Now we properly kick off the show by coverage of what's going down with the Summoner Showdown. As a lot of you know, this has been a failure to launch alongside the current bugs with parry and dex. Not being experienced by all players, but definitely if a lot of players are experiencing a bug, then it's something Kabam have to address and look into, which they have indeed done. The hotfix is being worked on as moment, and as well there's a beta for that. However though, how does that impact some of the more competitive things coming out this summer? Well, Summoner Showdown is definitely one of them. Now with all that being said, it does mean that Kabam are changing the schedule. Before it was meant to be a case that today is when the improved or renewed schedule was going to start, but now it looks like this is going to be the 26th of July, and that means that this is pushed back a further week. This impacts the finish point of this event from the point of qualifications, which looks like it is going to be week 3, and that is going to finish on August 16th. In this time, as Kabam say, while our team has made significant progress on identifying the cause of these issues and are even preparing for a public beta test, we want to make sure that all players are playing optimally before we start this competition. And this is good. It means that everybody can have a kind of equal playing field to play on when it comes in, although people will probably load up in suicide masteries or more kind of like offensive driven masteries in order to maximize the damage potential over an X amount of time. But you know, we'll see what happens with this when you're allowed to participate against King Groot, nameless King Groot, on the 26th of July, so next Monday. Okay, next up, and Wish Crystal. We wish that we'd have the Wish Crystal. Something that would allow you to appropriate those particular champions that will be effective to your roster. Whether or not you're saying like, okay, well, some of my champions I'd be a person saying I'd like to receive an Apocalypse, an Aegon, a Hercules, for example, a whole plethora of champions that you get to choose from and have a chance to get them. At least to say there's 1 out of 10, for example, that would be acceptable for you to take in your roster, acceptable for you to go, hey, I'm positive about opening crystals in a very RNG based game. Something we wish for, something we hope for, something we'd absolutely love. But the question is, what's the update with it? Well, not a lot actually. I thought they would be seeing something of like a thing like saying, okay, well, we'll be announcing it soon, but no, this isn't a later point. Based on some of the roadmap things, it does look like relics are going to take precedence when it comes to 2021 coverage, or at least the point of being pushed for the community. And we'll have to see about that. Relics will be the first thing. Wish Crystal will more than likely be towards the end of the year, especially if, again, like relics are first, which, yeah, completely blows my mind with that. But Command MK says on the subject, believe me, nobody's more excited to share the news on the Wish Crystal than I am, but we don't have anything to share at this time. When we do, you better believe that we'll be shouting from the mountaintops. Yeah, because like players don't want to like be suckered into the RNG element of it and getting something that's kind of like unusable. All about acquiring one champion that's going to be helpful to the roster. So look, as I said, I do believe that relics will be first, and anything else like this here, like Wish Crystal, is going to be a later one, which is kind of disappointing because I think it's something that players would want to see first before things like relics. So yeah, good luck. Now on to confirmation. So I want to do a little bit of coverage on confirmation of what we know is coming into game for next month. Kabam confirmed as of the weekend that it's going to be the reworked hood, so hopefully fingers crossed things work out this time for it, Venompool and King Groot. It was said that potentially a complete overhaul is going to be to Venompool, and maybe it's going to be I wouldn't say it was value update, but maybe something is going to be happening to King Groot, which I personally hope is going to be good as somebody that owns it. Now, a lot of people have said, well, what about the standard Groot? And that's the thing. There's a lot of champions still that Kabam have to address and get sorted. I just don't think each month that players should get their hopes up, because a lot of people are saying like, well, what about Miles Morales? That was one that was kind of like said that was going to be soon enough. That soon enough is literally just going to be quite weird, especially with the month where we're going to be seeing a lot of Spider-Verse based characters, which it seems like at the point of recording this video and learning over the weekend, from doing the rumor coverage, to now, this is going to be 100% confirmed. And thanks to Alex for sending this through to confirm that yes, Spider-Man 2099 is in the Book 2 Act 1 Chapter 3 beta. So yeah, Act 7.3 beta is in there. So that's strange. And even if you pop into there now, you'll see that it is on screen. So there's a few little synergies that have been set up, and whether or not there's something of a, well, there's some things that are really odd with this, and I don't know if these are placeholder champions in here. There's some that are kind of look logical that they are there, but then there's some that I'm like, okay, well, there's Punisher 2099, but why isn't he kind of like up with the synergy? Guillotine 2099, that exists in the same time zone, unless it's on a different Earth, not associated to the Earth that these are. And after watching Loki episode 6, my god, anyone can be in anywhere any given time, and we can literally just go, that one's from 2099, that's from a different Earth in the year 2099. Things are weird at the moment with the MCU and also just life and things. But still, I'm pretty excited for next month. I think a lot of players will be for the buff champions. Not so much, I think, with some of the champions. As I said, I like the look of Spider-Man 2099. The outfit is sick. It's always been amazing. But yeah, mixed bag, I think, in response when it comes to the buffs and as well the new champions that are look to be coming in next month. Next up, and I just want to talk about something because I got called out on the forums. I know some people may have seen this video that I put out on Saturday about the Grind Show, which is just, if you're not familiar with the format, it's once a week, kind of look what's coming on for the next week to kind of keep players up to date with what's going on. This person isn't calling me out, but kind of saying it would be annoying if Kabam did not cover the kind of Selector arena. Because you might be saying why haven't we got a Selector arena thus far this month? But yeah, there's a lot of kind of good people, positive people that have kind of said Rich does come up with information when it comes to this stuff. But then there's been somebody or a couple people that have been kind of a bit kind of a little bit rude. So this person says, just wait for the official announcement. Listening to Rich is as bad as watching Hoff. So, but then someone's got my back by saying that's way off base. Rich does good work for the community, and if he gets something wrong, he will admit it and correct it. I just want to say thank you to everybody that had my back on this one, because apparently we're part of a cult, even though a lot of people know that I'm not here to form a cult. This is a channel with one person, one dude doing Marvel Contest Champions based content and some other stuff as well, to kind of give information to the community. A community that I've met in person who, are not involved in cult activities. Any case, chill, Labyrinth of Legends. Do bear in mind when you're talking on a Marvel Contest of Champions forum, putting laughing out loud doesn't really help, because that's what we call Labyrinth of Legends. So maybe hee hee or haha. All I'm saying is to the original players, don't listen to YouTubers. Now, don't listen to me. Don't listen to, I mean, I've got, you could watch, you don't have to listen to me, but you could watch in a minute. Watching's, you can use your eyes, right? Use your eyes. Because this person doesn't allow you to use eyes. You have to listen, right? Listen. So,
I'm going to show you an image in a minute that comes from a response from a Kabam mod. But don't listen. Use your eyes, because eyes you can see the proof in a minute. So don't listen, right? Wait for Kabam's announcement before jumping to any conclusions. I mean, I'll show you the receipt in a minute from the mod. I'm going to show you, but you know it could come from the live ops from Kabam. So yeah, I mean you don't have to believe it, but you can jump to conclusions. You can jump to conclusions. Go on, hop to conclusions. Jump out the window. We're a cult, apparently. According to here, we're a cult. Jump out the window because I said so. As part of the cult leader that I am. Some people get triggered too easily. I mean, you could like, you know, undermine people. You could, you know, say that the information's false, and then people have to then respond back. By the way, responding back to people that criticize is you getting triggered. Smart. Very smart. So weird cult mentality gone here. Welcome to the cult. Who's in the RTM cult? RTM cult representing. Love it. Brilliant. So here it is. This is the response here. This is the receipt. This comes from a screenshot that I took based on my response that I got from a Kabam employee, which I believe is a live ops person. And there is no selector this month. We're trying a double up for next month. So week 3's featured this month will be a surprise. And that just hopefully kind of like gives people a bit of closure that more than likely you will receive the buff selector arena for July in August and the August buff champions as well. Now that's how I read it, but the thing is it could be read differently by different people to give that impression that is it there, is it not? But it's definitely going to be cancelled for this month, so it could be rescheduled for next month, which if I did not explain properly in that video, I'm sorry. But here's the clarification, here's the correct information, here is the facts. So there you go. I just want to finish off by saying I've spoken to the rest of the cult and we've all agreed, haven't we, that we're going to make sure that you get gold in your next arena crystals you open for the foreseeable future, and the next 6-star that you pull is going to be Superior Iron Man. Have a lovely day. Okay, we've got to move on to talk about arena results and predictions. Unfortunately, it was a case that Hercules went absolutely mega high. A lot of questions as to some of the players playing in the arena, whether or not there was some dodgy things going on, but it looks like 213 mil was enough for the position number 1. Oh dear, and it didn't get any better from there. Also, for those interested, my predictions for round 2 are down below, taking into account of how things went with the results. It's a very sticky situation, not exactly brilliant, and I'm sure that a lot of players are very disappointed with the way that one went. But the cable arena, whew, that went ridiculously low, and you're picking up a 6-star for some of the lowest scores ever in the arena so far. Once again, a massive shout out to the Discord, the Arena Results Discord, where we've got a lot of information when it comes to results, which is amazing. So thanks everybody that's submitted as of yesterday. Thank you. And the results go down as follows on screen. So the cable arena, there's only two bits of information that I've got, and this is crazy. 27 mil was enough for position 100 as a 6-star. And 15.9 mil got 260 position for the 5-star. This means for me, like putting those predictions down, this like for round 2 is like 40 mil for a 6-star, 12 mil for a 5-star. And the thing is, it could be even lower than that for a 5-star. Ridiculous. Especially everybody's interest was going for Hercules, which, you know, it's fair. You know, if you're going for whatever you're going, then it is what it is. And that's the results that we're going to go over right about now, which is that 192 mil, that was enough for position 14, that got the 6-star. 173 mil got the 85th position of 6-star. And here's the thing, 170 mil and 280,000 got position 100. Even though I put 101 there, but it's 100. So I got the 6-star. The 101 was a difference of just, oh, I hate this, 33,000, which is just ridiculous to kind of like have that kind of margin, and everybody just going so close. So upsetting for a lot of players. Position 227 to get that 5-star was 73.1 mil. Position 344 was 59.3 mil, and the 1% to 5%, which I think Fist sent through that information, 30.2 mil. So if you're interested in that, and if you wanted that next time, I'd probably say that's about the same. But you never know, people might be quite discouraged about the round 2 for the arena for Hercules, so they might give it a miss, and that's the thing to kind of like bear in mind. But look, what do we think with the predictions? Well, I've just done them a moment ago on the bottom part of the screen. It might be still there. 180 mil for the 6-star Hercules, that is 58 mil for Hercules 5-star, and as I said earlier, Cable was a 6-star 40 mil, and again that could be lower, that could be a lot lower. But in any case, that has been the show. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some content recently posted on screen right about now, especially as there's a few bits and bobs to do this week, so look out for some very many videos, and I will see you all very soon. Have a lovely day and a lovely week. Bye bye.